Hi, this is Damien. Did you know that you can easily extend your high-level web pages with JavaScript, even with third-party libraries? It could look something like this. Let me show you how I did this. I was just typing JavaScript typing effect into Google, and a page like this came up from GitHub. I clicked on it, and here we go. You have the library for typed JavaScript, but all we need is the manual and the installation. The installation is very simple. You just have this line of code. Let's just copy it. And then we go into the page builder. I made here a new blank page, make a new column, make a new row. Oops, I made two. Never mind. And then I click on add element and I pick the code element. I always double click. I'm sorry. So inside the code element, we have here the open code editor. We open it. And here we paste our just copied line of code inside this editor. And that's it for the installation. Next, we want to use the script. And let's see in the manual, we scroll a bit down and there is something like the SEO friendly strings. So we copy the first one, go back into our code editor, paste it in. And then the second line, back in the code editor, but this time I'm going to paste it here in. And now let's see if it works. I save it. I save the page. And then I click on review and here we go. It works. Let's make it a bit prettier, like in the example. For this, I'm going to use the pre-built sections. They're really awesome. Let's paste one in. And here I change the text to demo typing. And the code element, I'm going to put it here. But right now, it just looks the same. It's just typed in here. But we want to have it in the same font and the same styling like the heading here. And for this, I'm going to use a little trick. I'm going to right-click on it and click Inspect on my browser. And there we're going to see the styles and the structure of the page. So it's a div container, then another div container, an H1, like a heading one, and then a strong. And here we see a class. Let's copy this class. We go back to our code editor. And we're going to change this into our heading. And it should be strong. If you don't know HTML, never mind. I'm going to copy the code in the description. You can just copy it. And here we want typing 1. I'm going to copy this line. Then typing this. Then we want to put here a div container. And here we want to have the class like we copied before. I'm going to paste it here. And the div ends over here. Let's see if it works. And it works. It's a bit fast, but it works. Let's see how we can tweak this a little bit more to not be so fast. I go back to the documentation and I scroll a bit down and here we find the speed, typing speed, the back speed, maybe even the loop. Let's pick first the typing speed. I copy this, go back to the code editor. And here, over here, you make a comma. You put the typing speed. Let's put them in 100. Then the back delay. Now the back speed. Let's put them in 50. And let's loop it. course, you can look at the documentation and tweak it for yourself, see what's going on here. It's all documented. And let's paste this one here. Then we need to make the loop with the true statement, and the backspeed we wanted 50. Save it and check how it looks. So good enough for me. It works, it loops. So lastly, let's make the font color outstanding, like in the example. And for this, I'm going to go to the code editor. I'm going to put here in the class, I'm going to put another one. I just say my color. And of course, we need to define this color. And here in the custom CSS, I'm going to say for the dot for the class, my color. And there were strong elements, parentheses, color. Let's make it orange. And important. That's just so it overwrites it. Save it. And let's see. And here it is in orange. If it doesn't work white array, you need to save it double times because it's sometimes in the cache. You never know. So this is how it looks. You can see in the description, I give you the download link for the full code. You can use it for you, for your clients. And in the same way, you would put all the JavaScripts that you find inside the code editor, and you can just simply use it. Figure it out. If you have questions, write me in a comment. And this was, by the way, my very first YouTube video, so it just can get better. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.